Albany, NY. With 7:30 remaining in the third quarter, University of South Carolina sophomore guard Raven Johnson drilled an open three-pointer to put the Gamecocks up 56-34. Indiana women's basketball was trailing by a landslide in the Sweet 16 against the number 1 overall seed in the NCAA Tournament. The Hoosiers were down, but they weren't out. Indiana used every ounce of its energy to claw back in the second half of Friday's matchup, battling tooth and nail to pull within 2 points late in the fourth quarter. While ultimately coming up just short with a 79-75 loss, the Hoosiers showed resilience in a game that paralleled their arduous season. "I think it says a lot about Indiana and how we operate in the first place," senior guard Chloe Moore-McNeil said. "We're never going to quit. We're a tough team and we're always going to fight." Moore-McNeil played a key role in facilitating the Hoosiers' comeback by doing just that, facilitating. Indiana's playmaker tallied 5 second-half assists, and almost all offensive sets started with the ball in her hands. In addition to her offensive importance, Moore-McNeil played a similarly crucial part on the defensive end of the floor. Finishing with 6 rebounds and a trio of steals, the Greenfield, Tennessee native played with quick hands and a noticeable toughness. Moore-McNeil's tenacity warranted Indiana head coach Teri Moren's praise during her post-game press conference. "She is as tough as a $6 steak," Moren said. "She's as tough as they come, and she has been our leader all year. Fortunately for Moren, she'll have that grittiness for one more season." As Moore-McNeil announced March 2 she will be using her final season of eligibility and return to the Hoosiers next fall. The same can also be said about her teammate, senior guard Sydney Parrish, who announced her return on December 9. Parrish had one of her best performances of the season against South Carolina, scoring a season-high 21 points backed by a 5 for 10 clip from beyond the arc. Her 16 points in the second half not only kept Indiana in the game but led the way for the Hoosiers' resurgence. "We could have given up at halftime and it could have been a really ugly game," Parrish said. "But we're fighters, and I think we showed that tonight. We didn't want to go out without a fight." Her statement is a more than fitting recap of her entire season and, even more, Indiana's 2023-24 campaign. Parrish suffered a foot injury in the middle of January which prevented her from playing for over a month. Her eventual return in February came in an 86-66 blowout loss to Illinois, a less than warm welcome. After recovering slowly but surely back to 100%, Parrish played her best when Indiana needed her the most. "This has been an unbelievable year. Especially when we started out with the tough loss at Stanford," Moren said.